Hi guys, it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. Today I am doing a library haul. So I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books from the library. Oh my goodness. It's a bunch of good ones. So let's see if I can get them closer. Oh, it's a bunch of good ones on my lands. So my library is open, but a lot of people are still not using it. I don't know why. They are doing a limit of 10 people at a time, and you have to wear a mask. Big deal. So when I had 28 Summers by Elin Hilderbrand on hold, and it came in. Yay! And so I went to pick it up, and while I was there, I thought I'd look at the new bookshelf and see what's there, and I got a whole stack. So let's just get started. First one, 28 Summers, Elin Hilderbrand. This one is about, let's see, when Mallory Blessing's son Link receives her deathbed instructions to call a number on a slip of paper in a desk drawer, he certainly does not expect Jake McCloud to answer. Let's see. It's the late spring of 2020, and Jake's wife, Ursula, is the front runner in the upcoming presidential election. Yeah, baby. Link is sure there's been a mistake. How do Mallory and Jake know each other? Flashback to the sweet summer of 1993. That was the year my daughter was born. Mallory has just inherited a beachfront cottage on Nantucket from her aunt, and she agrees to host her brother Cooper's bachelor party. Cooper's college friend Jake McCloud attends, and Jake and Mallory form a bond that will persevere through marriage, children, and Ursula's stratospheric political rise until Mallory learns she's dying. Okay, so all of Elin Hilderbrand's books are in that staged, I guess you'd say, in Nantucket, which I love. So I don't think I've read this. Have I read this? I don't think I have. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't think I have. I did read Summer of 69, which is right there on the bottom. I did read that. I think that's the last one I read by her. I think that's why that sounded familiar. Then I got His and Hers by Alice Feeney. I want to say I read Alice Feeney's other book. I can't remember what it was called, but I think I read something by her and I liked it. So anyway, let's see what this is about. It says Anna Andrews will do almost anything for her career as a BBC news anchor. When she's asked to report on a woman's murder in Blackdown, the sleepy countryside village where she grew up, it soon becomes clear that Anna isn't just covering the story. She's at the heart of it. Detective Chief Inspector Jack Harper is suspicious of Anna's involvement in the case. He knows she knew the victim, but he hasn't told anyone that he knew her too. And Jack soon realizes he is a suspect in his own murder investigation. I don't think that sounds that great. I only picked it up because I recognized the author. I'm pretty sure I read something else by her and I liked it. We'll see. I don't know. I know this is all over Instagram and BookTube, so that's another reason I picked up. We'll see. Then I got Play Nice by J.P. Delaney. Now this one I recognize the cover because I'm seeing it all over and I've been wanting to read it, so I was excited. Says, what if you found out that your family isn't yours at all? Pete Riley answers the door one morning and lets in a parent's worst nightmare. On his doorstep is Miles Lambert, a stranger who breaks the devastating news that Pete's son Theo isn't actually his son. He is the Lamberts, switched at birth by an understaffed hospital, while their real son was sent home with Miles and his wife Lucy. For Pete and his partner Maddie and the little boy they've been raising for the past 2 years, life will never be the same again. How far would you go to protect them? The two families, reeling from the shock, take comfort in shared good intentions, eagerly entwining their very different lives in the hope of becoming one unconventional modern family. But a plan to sue the hospital triggers an official investigation that unearths some disturbing questions about the night their children were switched. Yeah, that is right up my alley. That sounds good to me. Yep, that's going to go in the... I'm probably going to read this first, and then probably this. And I probably won't read this. Maybe, we'll see. So then I got The Golden Cage by Camilla Lackberg. Look at that cover. Crazy. Crazy. So this one is about... Faye has loved Jack since they were students at business school. Jack, the perpetual golden boy, grew up wealthy, unlike Faye, who has worked hard to bury a dark past. When Jack needs help launching a new company, Faye leaves school to support him, waitressing by day and working as his strategist by night. With their investments soaring, Faye and Jack have a baby, and Faye finds herself at home caring for their daughter, wealthier than she ever imagined, but more and more removed from the excitement of the business world. I think this sounds good too. Have you read anything by Camilla Lackberg? I have not. Then I picked this one up, and I was excited about this one too. The Safe Place by Anna Downs. No outsiders, no phones, no escape. This looks good too. This one says... Emily is a mess. Emily Proudman just lost her acting agent, her job, and her apartment in one miserable day. Emily is desperate. Scott Denny, a successful and charismatic CEO, has a problem that neither his business acumen nor his vast wealth can fix until he meets Emily. Emily is perfect. Scott offers Emily a summer job as a housekeeper on his remote, beautiful French estate. Enchanted by his lovely wife Nina and his eccentric young daughter Ariella, Emily falls headlong into the oasis of wine-soaked days by the pool. But soon Emily realizes that Scott and Nina are hiding dangerous secrets, and if she doesn't play along, the consequences could be deadly. That sounds kind of good. Then I got The Secret of You and Me by Melissa Linhart. This one isn't very long, but that's okay. Sometimes that's okay. Most of the time I like longer books, but this one kind of grabbed me. I like the cover. Look at the cover. Yeah, I like the cover. Okay. Nora hasn't looked back. Not since she fled Texas to start a new life. Away from her father's volatile temper and the ever-watchful gaze of her claustrophobically conservative small town, Nora has freed herself. She can live and love however she wants. The only problem is that she also left behind the one woman she can't forget. Now tragedy calls her back home to confront her past and reconcile her future. Sophie seems to have everything. A wonderful daughter, a successful husband, and a rewarding career. Sorry, I have asthma, and today is a bad breathing day, so if you see me trying to get more air, that's what's going on. I already used my inhaler, so anyway, moving on. Let's see. She still yearns for Nora, her best friend and first love, despite all the years between them. Keeping her true self hidden hasn't been easy, but it's been necessary. So when Sophie finds out that Nora has returned, she hopes Nora's stay is short. The life she has built depends on it. Yep. That's up my alley too. And the last one I got is a chunker. Look how big it is. It's big. It's called Betty, a novel by Tiffany McDaniel. And then this one says, a girl comes of age against the knife. So begins the story of Betty Carpenter. Born in a bathtub in 1954 to a white mother and a Cherokee father, Betty is the sixth of 8 siblings. The world they inhabit is the rural town of Breathe, Ohio. It's one of poverty and violence, both from outside the family and devastatingly within. The lush landscape, rich with birdsong, wild fruit, and blazing stars, because it becomes a kind of refuge for Betty. But when her family's darkest secrets are brought to light, she has no choice but to reckon with the brutal history hiding in the hills. Besides the hardships she faces, Betty is resilient. Her curiosity about the natural world, her fierce love for her sisters, and her father's brilliant stories are kindling for the fire of her own imagination. Betty discovers an escape. She begins to write. She recounts the horrors of her family's past and present with pen and paper and buries them in the dirt. Moments that have stung her so deeply she could not tell them until now. Wow. Inspired by generations of her family, Tiffany McDaniel sets out to free the past by delivering this heartbreaking yet magical story. I think that sounds good. It might be a little bit disturbing and it might be a little bit deep. We'll see. Anyway, that's what I got at the library today. Just a little while ago. I got them. It was a couple hours ago. And my library actual hold books 7 days once you put them on hold. And I think it was like the 4th or 5th day. Anyway, one more look. That's a good stack, isn't it? It's a good stack. I'm excited. Also, something they're doing at our library, they have put up the plexiglass and then they have the table in front of the circulation desk with the scanner, you know, like where they would scan your books. And then the little bar that you run your book on to demagnetize it so you don't set the alarm off. Okay, so you scan your book, right? Say this is the scanner, this is the book. You scan it and then you run it across the top, and so you're actually doing it. And the person that works there is standing on the other side of the plexiglass, and she's watching her computer and make sure you do it right. Yeah. But what I found so funny about it and ironic is that my daughter, who's 27 now, when she was like 5, 6 years old, she was obsessed with playing library at home. So she had a little Barbie cash register that had like little fake credit cards and stuff. Well, she would pretend that was the library's computer, and she'd get a stack of books, and she was the librarian, of course, and I was the patron. So she would say, what else for you, ma'am? And she would run it through, and she'd ring, take the little wand and act like she was ringing it up. Ding, So I told the lady, I was like, oh my God, my daughter, when she was little, would have loved this, checking yourself out at the library. Sorry, just something I remembered when I was there. I just thought I'd share. But anyway, so also while we're here, check out my new haircut. Yes, I got a new haircut. So if you watch any of my other videos, you might have already seen it, but I just did it a few days ago. I told my lady I wanted a pixie cut with an undercut, and I showed her some pictures, and this is what we came up with. And I have to say, I really like it. Here's the back. I hope you can see it. Here's this side. I think it's cute. I love it. My husband thinks it makes me look older, but you know what? I'm 51. So, I am older. And I like it. I think it's cute, and it feels good. It feels good. Anyway, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, give me a like. And hey, while you're here, how about a subscribe? Oh, gotta show you my t-shirt. It's an oldie but a goodie. Reading is my jam. It's true, it is. That's all I got for today, friends. I'll see you next time.